Okay, sure. Hey guys, my name is Yonggi and I'm an international student at UW, University of Washington in Seattle. So I got a request from Teddy-chan, yes, Teddy-chan, that I have to do a video to give suggestion on how to learn a second language, in this case English. So I hope you guys can make the best use of what you learned from my video and enjoy it. Okay, so first of all, before I give you suggestion on how to learn English, let's start with like a general knowledge of how humans develop their four skills in English or in any language, and what are they? What are they?
Reading.
Reading,
Writing.
writing,
And speaking and listening.
speaking, listening. That's right. So I will put it in order of human development of their four skills in order. So at first we learn how to
Speaking.
we learn how to speak. Are you
Listen,
sure?
listen.
No, it's not. We learn how to listen, right? So listening skill comes first. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like actually, you know what? Like when babies, when they learn how to listen. When you talk to them, they actually understand, even though they can't talk to you. So yeah, they learn how to listen first. So when they know how to listen, they know how to speak. So next, speaking skill.
Yeah.
And then, like when they get into like kindergartens, like they learn how to read first, right?
Yes.
So next, for the third skill is reading, and then writing. So when they know how to read, they know how to write. So basically, let me draw you a diagram. Not diagram, like graphs. Yeah. Let me draw you two graphs, and so you can see it clearly. So here are two graphs. So we have let's say, how should I draw two graphs? Skill
Skill.
on the y-axis, and we have so we have listening and reading, right?
Yes.
And then we have
Listening and not
oh
speaking.
sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
Listening and speaking, and then we have reading and writing on the other graph, right? So if your listening skill increase and your reading skill increase, your speaking skill also increases. So there's a correlation. If you learn science, you know, I believe that you know what is science. It means that like if your listening skill increases, your speaking skill also increases. Same here, if your reading skills increases, your writing skill also increases. So basically, we have to focus on this.
Listening and
Listening
reading.
and reading,
At
right?
first. Okay.
At first. So how to do that? Let me introduce a word. It's called exposure.
Exposure.
Exposure. Yeah, that's the key to learn language in the universe. Yeah, whatever like Hispanic, French. Yeah, it's the key to learn a new language.
Mm-hmm.
So the degree of exposure has to be higher in order to learn, in order to become better on the language. So how to do that for listening? So you have to join into a conversation, and speak in that language. In this case, if you are in Japan, you can't really do that. What about you form like a friendship group, and then you try to talk in English? Like let's say you can spend like 1 hour with your friends and speak in that language.
Even you speak English with your Japanese friend, it's fine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so you practice through this.
Exposure. Okay.
Yeah. So do you know what's exposure?
I think kind of put yourself in that language's atmosphere.
Yeah, so you sort of like absorb, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can do that. And also, like if you want to increase your listening skill, you can do it by watching a movie in that language. For example, you can watch a movie in English. And at first you have to watch it with Japanese subtitle.
Is it okay to watch it with Japanese subtitles?
Yes, of course. So if you watch a movie in English with a Japanese subtitle, you know the meaning. You know the meaning of what's going on, like in the movie.
Yeah.
But like, and then you share it from Japanese subtitle to English subtitle.
Oh.
So when you watch with English subtitle, you know the structure of the sentences in the dialogue, you know. So you know how to sort of like compose the sentence and this comes, so speaking skill comes next. So you know how to make a sentence that while you speak without thinking about grammar and all the structure. It comes to your sense already because you're already exposed to the skill.
So in terms of the movie,
Yes.
it's better to watch the same one again and again.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're bored, you can change to another movie, of course.
Okay.
So yeah, this is how you learn in listening. And for reading, you can choose sort of like basic level.
Yeah.
Book to advanced level.
Advanced level is almost native speaker.
Yes, almost native speaker. So you have to work your way up. So start with like a book with 500 words, maybe something like that. So like children book, you know.
Do you have an example?
How should I? I don't really have an example. So like you can find
Thin
like
one?
the thin one like from like bookstores. Yeah, and you work your way up to advanced level. It can be like a non-fiction book.
What do you recommend non-fiction?
It can be anything like about science. Anything about science. It will be hard. So let's start with this. And somewhere in between, it can be like Harry Potter, the famous fiction book from J.K. Rowling. Yeah, in English, not in Japanese. Of course, I shouldn't say that. So when you read and you encounter a new word which comes up very often, you look up in the dictionary, and then although you might forget it the first time, but when you expose to that word again, now you memorize it. Yeah.
So it's a way to increase your vocabulary.
Yes.
It's the only way.
It's the only way. So you don't do like the whole list of vocabulary, like you read out from dictionary. Like I have to memorize every word.
Yeah, we do
dictionary.
the Japanese do.
No, don't do that because like you don't really use that word, so you will forget.
Uh-huh.
So if you can memorize it, you can forget it. It's the same.
Okay.
So don't do that. So you learn through reading. You learn new vocabulary through reading. Through reading. So that's the only way.
So throw away your vocabulary book and read the book.
Yeah. So that's the only way you can learn. You know. So the last thing that I want to tell you guys is don't afraid to make mistakes. It's sort of like Asian people, like they're afraid of making mistakes when they try to use new language like English. So don't afraid to do so, and you will be better in English or any other language that you want to learn in the future. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Yonggi.
ありがとうございました。